Let's see. And yo, how's it going, guys? Can you just confirm if you can hear me? Mic can be a little bit finicky sometimes, basically. Stan, how's it going? Mark, Ben, Albert Astro, Liberty Astro, Alan, Pete, Kevin, Gillian, Alan, fantastic. Thanks very much for letting me know, guys. Yeah, so this is just a bit of a quick setup stream, really. I've decided to swap some gear over in the observatory. I'm quite happy with where we're kind of at with the data acquisition for the other streams that we've performed now. I'm going to go ahead and get those stacked up and shared with you guys as fast as possible. But in preparation for Galaxy season and my plans around that, I've made some small changes. So what I've done, I've stuck the Uranus C, the 585 colour, on the Hyperstar. So now we're no longer using a 2600. We're trying to go for a slightly finer sampling rate and a little bit more of a cropped in sensor. So that's going to be running on the Hyperstar rig for us. And then I've switched over to the QHY Minicam 8 for the ASCAR SQA 55 as well, as I think that could give us some interesting results with any luck. So I'm downloading new NINA bundles and things like that to get that one set up. But in the meantime, we can fire off with this if everything's going to connect up. Probably going to be spending much of this stream getting in focus and things like that, you know what I mean? Let me just try and juggle too many things at the moment. Awesome. Thank you all for joining in, guys. We can also have a little bit of a look at the new Discord and see what people have been posting in there. So if you're up to anything tonight and you'd like to show everybody else on the stream live, if you want, perhaps, you know, pop your latest image up and we can take a look at those too. That's something else we can get up to. Hey, from a streamer or two ago, fantastic. Super chat there from Kevin. Thank you, mate. Phil, Borderline, how's it going? Steve Case, Kieran, Anthony Page, thank you very much, guys, for letting me know it's all working properly. That's brilliant. Nexi, you're imaging right now, that's good to hear. Steve, you're on Discord and still can't figure it out. Maybe when we jump in and I show you around the Discord a little bit on this thing, we can help you. Hopefully, mate. It's not too bad. Admittedly, I'm not the most familiar with it either, to be honest. I just use it for the most simple stuff. So up until, you know, this point where we got the community Discord, I'd previously just used it for gaming with our friends, which is, you know, mega simple stuff. Kieran Williams is imaging the Beehive cluster, M44. Very, very nice. I will try and pull out a chat panel so we can actually see things properly in just a moment as well. Another live stream. Yeah, mate, it's only going to be a quick one though. I will say, you know, probably a bit over an hour, I imagine, and then I really should, you know, do some family time. I've gone crazy on streams this week. It's been a lot of fun though, I will say that. Haida Bagadia is asking, hi Luke, do you use the tensor flow script? I'll just pull this out for a moment. Then you guys can see what's going on as well. Do you use a TensorFlow script from RC Astro? I've had issues loading this from the website on the current upgrade or Pixie site. I do, actually, yeah. I did that. So I'd initially done the upgrade manually, totally manually, and I think from that point on, you can just do that script. But if you haven't gone through all the initial setup process, I don't know if you can do that. Maybe someone else in chat can chime in and let you know about that one, though. But yeah, once you're set up, at least in my experience, you can just use the script and get it up to date after a PixInsight update. Good evening, Luke. This is becoming a habit, Mike Cole says. A little bit, yeah. Now, there was another thing as well that was mentioned in the Discord. Someone was saying that we can try to increase support for, you know, deaf or hard of hearing people with live subtitling. I perhaps need to try to sort that out as well, if we can. There's there's just so many options on this thing. It's I will say YouTube's content sharing is good, but it's not the most user friendly at times. A little bit option rich, somewhat. Let me just try to sort this out as well. Yeah, we'll try and get on top of that in a moment. Stan is just saying, post a link to the Discord, pin it to the top of the chat. Good shout. Let me just fire that up as well. So, copy. Boom. Let's tag that, and I suppose I can pin that message. And I know that Stan and Brody, we can add you guys as moderators. Is that? Can review and remove chat messages, hide up or using time. Not that we've needed it so far, but you know, there will likely come a time where someone just wants to get nasty or whatever. So, yeah, I think that's right. So that's Brody and Stan. These are the guys who are kind of moderating the Discord as well. So we will sort that out. Hopefully you guys don't mind that. But yeah. Excellent. So there's the Discord. If you click that link, you can join in. In case you keep wondering what I'm looking at across over this way, I'm working my way through setting up Nina again on this rig too. So QHY, they've released some new drivers now for the minicam. Need to go ahead and get those installed. And once we're finished, we can get everything up and running. From that point on, hopefully. Little stress. We'll see. But yeah, I just thought it was time to make a change now in the gear and disconnect any QHY device cable. Ugh, got to do that then, I guess. All right, guys, just one sec. Let me unplug the minicam. Sorry, this stream's going to be pure chaos, I can tell already. Good stuff, let's just blast through. Yeah, can't wait to have a little look around the Discord with you guys and catch up that way too. Okay. Hopefully this is all just the same stuff. Ain't nobody got time to be reading all that. Catch up a little bit with chat. Oops. Finish. Restart. Yeah, go on then. If we have to, let's just get it done. Tear off the scab. Move that over there, and we can focus on this rig for now. Right then. Let's just get caught up. So Milkman is here as well. Good to see you. Gives you a lot of anxiety. What's that, Steve? Sorry, did I miss something there? Sorry, buddy. Can you post the invite link for the Discord? Yes, good shout. That's been pinned now for you. Hopefully you enjoy being a part of that. It seems to be a really good little community already, to be honest with you. Just installed your filter wheel after completing a very nasty adapter puzzle. I feel that, mate. Only to find out I forgot to change my battery. Oof. Lasse, good to see you. Hey, hey. Alan, no imaging for you tonight. I thought there was no imaging for me tonight, Alan, to be honest. It looked pretty darn cloudy outside, but it's all just seems to have dissipated now. So I thought, we could have a little bit of a play around and have some fun. I'll just go through getting this thing connected and cooling. Hopefully we can, at the very least, get some testing done. I'd call this session like a success if we can get both scopes in focus and rotated to wherever his chosen angle is at that point. So I'm not setting the bar too high. But if everything goes smooth, we can hopefully do a little bit of EAA, maybe point around the sky, test out the Hyperstar with that 585 and see what things look like through short integrations. That's the dream. Whether it works out or not is another thing entirely. Let's fire up a loop. Don't need to save anything. Nope, all good. and we can go from here and try and get things in focus. So you can see a bit of a difference in back focus between the Uranus C and the Poseidon, at least. That was the wrong direction, I do believe. That's fine. So I'll tell you what, we'll try 30,000 flat and see if that looks any better. And of course, I've just lost chat as well, so there's always that. That's a classic Luke maneuver right there. But this is family time. The Astro family, you're right. It is, mate. That looked closer. All right, we'll have to move in just a little bit more, I suppose. 27k. Sorry about this, guys. A little bit of a chaotic one until we get fully set up, you know what I mean? All right, even more. Let's just set 20,000 and we'll stop it once it looks good, I suppose. Wow, we're still not there at 20,000 steps. Unbelievable. 15,000 steps. The tininess of the steps on this focuser cannot be overstated. It's absolutely mad. That's close enough. I reckon we'll be able to plate solve at that, you know. So that's something we can work with. I will try the proper pop-out chat if we can. If anybody has any problems in Discord, just send me or Brody a message. Hey, how's it going, Chuck? Nice to see you, by the way, mate. Always a pleasure. Let's just try this pop-out chat now. I've been having so many issues with it crashing, though. It's a bit sketchy, you know what I mean? Let's drag this one back over. We don't need 2 chat panels, do we? So put that on there. All right, that'll do nicely. So let's go ahead. We can stop this now. Let's choose a target to just get started with. Kick things off. M51. Can't go wrong with M51, I'd say. It's reasonably elevated. It's on its way up at least. And let's see what that looks like for a little bit, and then we can switch around if need be. Okie dokie. Wow. My preview window's a bit massive, ain't it? We'll go ahead with that then. So slew and center. And let's see how far off my rotation was. I've just set this by eye, so we'll see whether my eyes are any good or not. I suppose. Let's get this figured out. Chat. Where have you gone? There we go. Okie dokie, let's get caught up with what people are up to. Evening, sir, if you wouldn't mind passing along the RC8 look. I've tried doing the O-calc animation once again, and we'll check the stars again in a couple of hours. Open for success. Nice one. If you're having endless trouble, Nick, with that RC8, mate, you may need to buy one of the decoupling devices, which effectively, you know, mounts the focuser on a floating system attached to the back of the body of the rich Gradient. They should make it completely solid. Do you know what I mean? Plate solve's failing. Let's see what's going on now then. I wonder why. What could be wrong this time? Imaging. Equipment is set. Pixel size is already populated. Huh. There's always something, isn't there? There's always something. Try a 3-second exposure, and I'll tell you what we can do as well. What usually should help with this kind of thing is we'll stop that. Now we're pointing in a decent direction. We'll actually focus and see if that can do the business for us. So we'll start an autofocus at this and see where we get from there while I catch up with chat just a small amount. This man is being productive. I'm doing my best, mate. Oh, Brody got a notification this time as well. That's good. Philip, good evening, Luke. Good evening, Philip. Second night imaging the Macarian chain. Sub's looking very good. Going to be a long night ahead. Well, you got to make the most of them, mate, and yeah, that's for sure. Chris Davis finally caught a live stream. That's awesome, buddy. Good to hear that. How are you liking the server? Asks Brody. It's awesome, mate. You've done a really, really, really good job between you. Yeah, can't say thanks enough. Really, seems like people are enjoying it. People are active on there, posting away. I've already seen questions getting asked and answered, so it's nice to see community helping one another out as well. Yeah, it's all positives as far as I'm concerned. I probably won't be able to spend as much time on there as I'd like, do you know what I mean? But at least I can get on there now, you know what I mean? So thank you again. Let's just double check. I've really underutilized this, by the way, the pinning of things. I should really pin things like equipment that we're using for the night, or perhaps I could run a banner across the stream or something. Maybe that kind of thing would be cool. Even in old school Raver, that's Richard. If memory is now serving, I think you told me this yesterday. I'm so sorry if I got it wrong, mate. OBS has got a plugin. That's good to hear. For the subtitles, is that, mate? Right, let's try and get this other rig up and running. And at this point, I feel like I can plug in the minicam. We unplugged it, of course, owing to what the drivers requested. And if this is our current curve, is it? Yes, it is. Looks like we're going to get a decent autofocus, I would say, any moment now. And then I'll catch up on chat. I'm so sorry I'm a little bit behind already, guys. It's not a good start, is it? Do my best. Wow. All right, camera plugged back in. Once we get this thing up and running, we'll devote our attention then to setting up the mini cam rig as well. See if we can get that thing in focus, rotated, ready to go. So let's think. Let's get caught up. Image again, says Rob, Seven Skies Astro, that is. But passing clouds and predicted fog soon. Damn. Sorry to hear that, Rob. Hit the like button, guys. Thank you, mate. It's lovely to suggest. It does help out. If you guys like the streams, hit like. Certainly. I think if I've added any private channels for members and Patreons yet. I'm absolutely open to talk about that. Everything's on the menu currently, you know what I mean? There's nothing in particular that I'm at this moment in time writing out. So yeah, whether that's useful for people or not, I don't know. We will see. Right. So we're in focus. So we can quickly try run the framing wizard once again. We don't need this massive 10-degree field of view anymore, do we? We can maybe get by with like 3. Something like that. And see if we're rotated appropriately. I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you some of the images that people have been posting in the Discord already. It's been absolutely mind-blowing stuff. Some really talented people out there. Gotta say. Let's just let this thing do as it will while I catch up on chat. Make this a little bit smaller, right? It's absolutely ginormous at the minute. Rotation 359.49. Oh, I've got laser vision. How did I get my rotation that close? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we can leave that set. Time to get this thing up and running. Probably a sharp gap live stack, I imagine we could run, or something like that. So I will gather a bit of data just while we're at it. Set the rotation correctly in here. Finish that. Just add to a legacy sequence, just a simple one, a loop. We don't need to slew torque because we're already on there. All center. We do want it to start guiding. Autofocus, and after every degree, what we're going to run, 60-second subs, something like that. Game 125, offset 50, dither every 4 minutes. Shouldn't be too bad, eh? 15 dithers an hour. Yeah, like the sound of it. Get that quickly saved. M51, Hyperstar 585, just so I know what I'm looking at next time, if we choose to put some more time on this, depending on the result of the live stack, how that looks as well. But yeah, just have a little peek now, see what we end up with. So catch up with chat once again. I keep saying I'm going to catch up, but I haven't actually succeeded yet. Kira is asking what's your focal length right now. So on this rig, Kira, it's 540 millimeters, using the Hyperstar 11 V4 on an Edge HD. What's the view outside on the Skycam? Asked Gideon. Let me show you, mate. So it's, well, this is well behind actually, innit? This is 21 minutes behind, unfortunately. But yeah, reasonable right now. The sky conditions are like that, but the scope's pointing angle is completely wrong. Is what it is, mate. We'll hopefully catch up with that a little bit later. Evening Cupra, testing your brand new second hand TSA 102 for astrophotography. Ben, been chugging coffee to stay awake while working. Damn, had a long run on Thor's helmet last night. Nice one. Hello again, Chuck. By the way, really nice of you to come join us, buddy. Always a pleasure. Chuck's a major inspiration. He's got a huge YouTube channel and does a lot of live streams of his own, so you should absolutely check Chuck out if you don't already. Super nice guy. Haida Bagadia is saying currently processing image of NGC 1419, the fossil foot. Cool target. 200mm Quattro, 2600mm Pro from last night's session. Too exhausted to go out tonight. Understand it completely, mate. Yeah, don't blame you. How's it going, Deep Space Astro? Another fantastic channel, by the way, guys. Absolutely go check him out. On YouTube, he's got loads of content there. Thanks for joining in, buddy. A real pleasure to have you here. Thanks for joining the Discord as well. I noticed you joined overnight, didn't you? We were talking about your observatory on there a little bit. Made it before the end. Wow, I've lost everything. What's going on? I'll be in and out. Multitasking. Got you. Looks like this autofocus going nice and smooth this time at least. Should nail it. I must say I've been really happy with this Oasis focuser on this rig. And well, I think long may it stay there, to be honest. Don't feel any need to change it now. Stan just messaging there. Good stuff. Yeah, thanks from me as well. As Mike's saying there, Brody and Stan, thanks for the Discord. Phil Bordelon, listening in the US here, but my 3-year-old grandson has heard you on YouTube numerous times. Hello. How's it going there, little guy? Enough so that at breakfast the other day he exclaimed, "Would you please pass the bacon, mate?" That's awesome. I'm sorry, but also kind of not sorry because that's cool. Oh, blimey. Fantastic. Made me day, mate, with that one. That's a cool story. You seem to not wear glasses, so your eyes may be adequate to the task. Yeah, apparently so. Half a degree off. Can't knock that by eye. Bit annoyed that my CAA will only arrive at the earliest end of March. That's rough. I think they've sold so well, Gideon, that they're having real trouble actually like keeping up with these things. So, yeah. Hey, there we go. First sub is in. That looks more than good enough to me, you know what I mean? Let's kick off a live stack proper. We can keep an eye on this thing as it develops while we set up the minicam and get that thing in focus too. So once we're done, this is only like the first time on a stream we're going to have to go through this. Subsequent streams in the future should be a little bit more ordered, touch less chaotic. But yeah, this is something I needed to do anyway, so I thought, you know what, why not chill out with you guys for a little bit and see what you're up to. So let's dive in. Follow the monitor camera. Got another little bit of a information for you as well. Something else to share. So my friend Bill Blanchard, those of you out there already know him, but he's got his own channel as well, another Astro channel. It's called, but he lives in pretty good skies these days. And while we're talking about, you know, the potential of sending a rig remote to be used for content creation on here and sharing with the community and things like that, he suggested, why don't we just give a go at remote imaging with a rig that's set up from his location that we can remotely access on this, to just kind of, you know, dip a toe in the pool before diving straight in, kind of thing. I thought that was a really good idea. So that's something we can potentially try as well in an upcoming stream. And I'm sure that from Bill's location, we'll be able to get some really high quality data. That's the plan, at least. Why does SharpCap not wish to load this? Let's just dive in. All right, the 28th. Look at the string of nights we've had. It's been pretty good. I will catch up with chat in a moment, by the way, guys. Ever so sorry I'm missing stuff at this moment in time, but I will try to catch up on everything that you've been saying. Let's go ahead with live stack, nonlinear gradient removal. We will keep on satellite trail removal as well. I think that's a pretty useful feature, all things considered. Woof. That looks nasty. Let's get it color balanced a little bit. All right, we can work with that. Let's let that thing stack up. And we'll check back in on that in a little while. So next up is sorting out this little beastie right here. So I've got it connected, got it cooling already. Focuser on, mount on, guider on. Let's unpark. Chat time. I also shared the Discord goodness with the guys across the pond at the Astro World TV Discord. That's really cool, mate. Yeah, we very much like the Astro World TV team. Super nice chaps. That's nice of you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Lazy Astro says, Luke, you're killing us here in the Northeast US. I'm so sorry, mate. What is this? 4 nights in a row of doing these live streams. I know. It's been a heavy set. Guess we'll have to be my fakes until the next place, guys. Yes. I thought, like, that's been the whole idea, basically, mate. Just, what's the saying? Make hay while the sun's shining, or something like that. Strike while the iron's hot. Any number of other appropriate phrases, but it's clear I'm trying to image. Do you know what I mean? So why not share it? Seems like people really enjoy the streams. So yeah, absolutely. Let's do more of these in the future as well. Whenever we do get these clear patches. We're up and running, good sir. Randomly rolling the R's there. Let's just see now. From imaging, we should be pointing off it, obviously roughly towards Polaris at this point. Forgotten to connect up my filter wheel. Just realised that. This is how infrequently I use mono. We'll change this to the luminance filter. And let's just see if we can get in focus. That's the key. Let's get cracking. Okay, so we're a mile out. You can see from that. Now this focus steps are much more reasonable. So let's try, I don't know, 7,000. A little bit laggy, this mini PC, I will say that. Okay, correct direction at least. Looked like, yeah, probably 6,400, I guess. Might get us close. Looking at how much that moved. Just see. Not quite. Not quite. We're getting there. Promise the chaos of these streams will subside in a short while. But once we're set up, we can just chill out together a little bit, guys. That should be good fun. 6100. We're really closing in now. I do love this Ask RSQA. I know I keep going on about it, guys, but man, what a scope. What a scope. All right, we'll go all the way down to 6000. See how sharp that looks. Looks pretty darn good. I'm sure we'll be able to plate solve at that. Now, next up, maybe we'll go same target. How about that? Just for now, while we're setting up, and see what his rotation is at on this rig. I think this one might be set to 90 or 270, something like that. I can't actually remember how I've put this one, and I only did it 40 minutes ago, something like that. In the meantime, a little bit of chat, catch up. Oh, it's finally made its mind up. Blue and center. Subtitles, so many useful plugins, you can change the look. Ah, yeah, got you, mate. Yeah, someone posted in the Discord, Liberty Astro. We'll have to try and just look at the steps that they found once we do get onto the Discord phase of this stream, and see if I can actually apply that, because obviously I want my stream to be able to be watched by anybody who cares to. And a gentleman got in contact saying that, you know, he's deaf, and he likes to listen to them, but he kind of has to do it after the fact once it auto populates subtitles. But then I do believe he posted that there is automatic subtitling that is available on YouTube right now. I don't know how accurate they are. That would be interesting, especially, you know, given that I talk a lot of nonsense and speak with a bit of an accent. So we will see. But at least we're trying. That's the thing. We can always improve on that. Let's just see what's what. No worries, Luke. Getting set up is first. Thank you, Mike, for the understanding. I realise it's probably a bit weird watching someone just flying through all this kind of stuff. But we are there. Did anybody see my rotation? Because I actually forgot to look. I'll just plate solve this and see where we're at. Oh, Luke, less than half a degree. Honestly, if I could pat my own back, I would. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Right, fair enough. Let's go ahead and set up a really basic sequence for this. So we're just gonna gather some data, play around with it, and see how it looks. Unless there's anything specifically you guys would like to see with the mini cam that I can try to, you know, slew to. Orion's getting on towards a little bit low, but I'm sure we could catch something in there. But I'll just give chat a minute to tell me what they'd like to do. Oh, crikey. Sean, thank you so much for that, mate. That's incredibly candy. Thank God it's Friday. Hey, agreed, mate. Agreed. Thank you, Sean. That's ever so kind of you, mate. It really, really is. Appreciated. Thank you. Milkman was just mentioning there as well. I've just spotted that out of the corner of my eye. Someone else said this. I think one of the other streams. SQA 70 is coming soon. That does look like an interesting little scope. Gotta say, it does look like a good little one. Brody just came back. Were you preaching Nina again? Loving the ASCAR scopes. I've got a 103 Apo and a 71F. Such amazing value. Yeah, agreed, Stuart. To be honest, agreed 100%, mate. They really are pumping out some fantastic kit, but not that much. Looks like our live stack of this is going pretty well. Seen a bit of green hue overall, I will say, to this. So maybe I could peel back very slightly on the green. We're also getting a bit of a wave going through it in terms of gradient. So, who knows about that one? I've yet to capture some flats, of course, for this. So that needs doing as well. So we've had some small guiding errors on this. Oh, it's a long recovery after a dither. Yet another issue to tackle. But that's Astro for you, isn't it? Just a never-ending stream of issues that need solving. It's interesting to note, I would say, that it looks like the live screen in Nina is doing a much better job of color balance in M51 than SharpCap live stacking is. This looks in color balance to me. You can see little bits of blue, etc., and that yellowish core to the galaxy. and the background looks fairly neutral, overall grey. You know what I mean? But in sharp cap, I don't know if it's coming across through the stream, but this looks heavily green. Greeny yellow, in fact, to me. Wonder what's going on there. Doesn't seem to be doing that cracking of a job colour balancing. It won't colour balance on a star. That's for darn certain. It's terrible at that. I've never really had any luck with that setting. Could perhaps drop the overall saturation a little, and that might make it look a touch less dramatic. I don't know. Yeah. Can't say I'm massively happy with the live stack, but you can see there's also a fair bit of data coming in, even just for 10 minutes right there, which is promising in its own regard. That would polish up fairly nice, given some time. How are the stars looking, by the way? It should all be good and flat, I would hope. Doesn't look bad. Don't look incredible right now, but it doesn't look bad. Let's go ahead and catch up with chat a little bit. Anyway, did anybody have any suggestions for things that you might like to see on the Minicam 8 system? Let me just check this out. I mentioned it somewhere around about here. How sharp cap improved over the years. Yeah, it's improved absolutely tons, Gideon. Is Robin's so active at, pumping out updates. It's really fantastic to see. How's it going there, Pim? Not another one. Unfortunately so, mate. Yeah, howdy all. How's it going, buddy? Chuck, you should try Nina soon. Says Caleb. I know you use Sequence Generator Pro, I think. Is that right, Chuck? Yeah. Nothing wrong with it, mate. I suppose if you enjoy what you're doing, don't change. That's the key thing, isn't it? If it gives you everything you need, when Nina has the killer feature that I need, I will switch. Is there anything in particular you would like to see from Nina that SGP is currently offering for you? How about the Leo triplet? Ooh, Brody. I would love that, mate, but I'm just thinking it's in the trees. I used to be able to hit that much earlier in time ago, many years ago, quite early, before my trees really grew at the bottom of the garden. We can try. I guess there's no harm in trying to slew to them. Yeah, M106. Is that possible? Let me just have a quick think. That's an irregularly shaped galaxy, isn't it? I think that's pretty cool. The bust my chops over SG Pro. Hey, how's it going, Rose? Nice to see you in another stream, mate. I will catch up, by the way. I realise I've missed some messages up here, but we are going to get them. Nick P just saying, at Luke, my daughter Kira is watching with me. She's learning with me as best she can. She says, hi. Hello there, Kira. Nice of you to join in. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Usually they're a little bit, calmer than this, but yeah, we're doing our best. Astro Republic says, Luke, please stop blowing clouds south. No, I'm not gonna. Nah, in all seriousness, mate, I hope it clears for you soon. Always find private channels to have something sneaky, but maybe that's just me. Yeah, people are up to all sorts of weird stuff in them private channels, mate. Nah, all jokes aside, I can see where it might be useful. If you're trying to plan, let's say, like Patreon and YouTube member / supporter only stuff, like perhaps picking the next target if I want to leave that to that more devoted audience, if you will. I don't know. That could be a good use for that kind of a channel, perhaps. Now, someone suggested M106. I think we could hit that, or almost for certain. Just in Ursa Major, isn't it? If memory is serving me correctly. Yeah. We could hit M106, and that might be an interesting one. How do you think about framing it just off center? So we can maybe catch this interestingly coloured cluster right there. It's an option. Perhaps. M63 is another really pretty little galaxy. we are pushing it, I guess, with the focal length that we're working. We're just 263 with these 2.9 micron pixels, but stranger things have happened at sea. You know what I mean? I saw someone in the Discord posting some incredible pictures that they've captured with of galaxies with the C-Star S50. I thought to myself, crikey, what am I doing with all this gear? I should just have a cluster of C-Stars. Do you know what I mean? M63 is not bad. I think, I'll tell you what, yeah, M106, let's do something I don't typically shoot. And if we get any more suggestions in, we can change and just have some fun. Or I think I'll set up a brief LRGB on this perhaps. Or we could just look at luminance. If you'd like to live stack just luminance as well, that's an option. Did anybody say anything about the framing? I'll just double check. Missed my chat. Hello again. Hey there, Sorab. I will do my best to catch up properly with chat in a minute. It's called a chainsaw. Literally, I was talking today about getting a chainsaw. Once birds have finished this year, you know what I mean? I don't really want to be chopping stuff down while there's going to be fledgling birds and whatnot, but give them a chance. And then, yeah, maybe I might have to get up there on some ladders with a chainsaw and deal with it, because it's cutting off a hell of a lot of sky now, is that group of trees. M101, that's a good shout, Kevin, I have to say as well. NGC 4236 and 3180 says Locaton. Let's have a look at what they are. I don't know where they are off the top of my head. 4236. NGC 4236. Be nice if we could land on something that we we feel confident about really banging some time on, sort of thing. Why is that not updating properly? 4236. Do we need a space? No. There we go. Load image. Let's see how that one looks. Once it loads, we will be able to make a decision in the coming few minutes. Interesting. Is that called a water bug? That one, actually. Now I've seen it. I think that's a faint little bugger, I'll be honest with you. So I'm probably gonna veto that one. Let's take a look at 3180. Whoops, did I just cancel it? Trying to load image there. And I've just got this on my other screen so I can glance across and get some of these target recommendations. Sombrero, Gideon, I'd bloody love to catch the sombrero one day, mate. But it's always so low. I want to make an effort to actually catch it this year, but we're not in the right period for it, I don't think, this point in time. 3726. Can't type. What's going on? We'll check that one. M40. What's M40 now? Crikey, these are some bloody small targets, mate. I will say. Yeah, I think we're going to have to adjust our expectations. We're imaging with a very small scope here. 263mm focal length. So we're talking, Mike, I mean, I'm open to most stuff with this rig, as you know, we've got a mono setup on it, so we can target most stuff. Yeah, SH2240. 240. Dink. Let's take a look at that. The Black Eye Galaxy, that's a cool target. RAM, for sure, mate. Yeah, for sure. Sombrero is not that low. It's only minus 11 deck. It's low for me, Gideon. Let me tell you that, mate. It's bloody low for me. Yeah, I'd have to do a mosaic on that. Just do Sombrero. This is how low it is for me right now, Gideon. If you can see, mate. So I can't even see that low. 6 degrees. The highest it ever gets. 25 degrees. I live, you know, really quite far north. Is the problem. M101 is fairly big, isn't it, Brian? Yeah, let's have a little peek at that. Once we find something that looks satisfying enough, we'll just crack on with that. You know what I mean? That's low, yeah. 25. It is doable, isn't it? In the middle of the year for me. I could probably get an hour or so. I like that. Let's do that. yeah, well, I think we've settled. If you guys are cool with that, that looks pretty damn good. I'll add it to a sequence, legacy sequence. Shall we just look at some luminance tonight? See how that looks? We'll go all Ansel Adams, black and white, traditional style. At least that we can sharp, you know, we can stack just luminance and sharp gap. I'll set this for, let's see, good sir, luminance. We will have dithers every 4. What do you reckon? 2-minute subs? I think 2-minute subs would probably be not too 3 bad. Yeah, we'll go with that. So we're just going to take a look at some luminance. Loom only, so I don't forget what the heck I'm doing, because I will. Let's hit go on that thing, and we can kick off another stack once this is up and running, and see what that looks like instead. Right now, though, I feel like if all goes well, we can actually check out the Discord for a bit, see what's going on there, check in on the, of course, while I'm here, M51 live stack that's happening. I have to say, this is showing some promise. I reckon with some, you know, some processing, decent nights, especially, that usually makes a big difference. M51 could be a pretty tasty target for that Hyperstar, as well as M101, M63, you know, all the classic stuff. But as it is, this fits well. We could crop out the interesting bit, rotate it. Looks like there's a little bit of a, like a ladder of galaxies in that top left portion of this framing as well, by the way. With enough integration. Yeah, maybe they're stars, I don't know. Could be background galaxies though with this rig. It does pick up a lot of data, gotta say. Yeah, definitely green. Certainly some weirdness going on there. Try to colour balance very slightly, manually. But it don't look too convincing. But this is just 20 minutes of data that we're looking at. Can't complain on the whole. Let's make sure this is working. We'll zoom in just a touch so we can see these star profiles change while we catch up with chat. Right, and now I definitely missed some messages up here, so I will try to power through. I can. Really thinking something how to automate this cable out in method. Yeah, that would be neat. It's not too much of a pain in the ass, is it? But if you had a remote rig, you're absolutely right, Gideon. You'd have to get like one of the staff members or whatever to take your cable out, then plug it back in for you, which sucks a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely a bit of an issue, that. Have you found that changing rotation messes with balance at all? Not really, mate. I mean, I can see that it'd knock off your, what's it called now, like third axis balance. If you do balance to that degree, if you were using something like quite a large filter wheel, as that would be a lobe of mass that's changing in position from wherever you initially balanced it. But would it debalance things enough to matter? Probably not. In most cases, that would be my gut feeling on that. John Nesbitt, it's good to see someone live and scientific here, clearing up all the flat earther confusion. Yeah, mate. We do occasionally get the odd flat earther come in and chat. Everybody's welcome, of course. But yeah, even if we don't agree. Me and Glenn and Simon are going out on Thursday night to film, says Liberty Astro. That's awesome, mate. Hope you get a good video put together. Please stop blowing clouds south. I do remember reading that one, so we are closing in. Hello again, Kira and Nick. When I bought the Esprit from you last March at the Prima Luce Focuser. Oh, Tim. How's it going, Tim? Good to see you. Got me invested in their stuff. Sold my 14-inch LX850 and wasted all the proceeds on the full Prima Luce range. That's awesome. It's good to see you here, Tim. I hope you're still enjoying the Esprit, if you have it. A lovely telescope, that. Really, really war. Kenneth, how's it going, Kenneth? Nice to see you in another live stream. Greetings from Hornbeck, our summer residence. Hopefully I just pronounced that correctly. 55 kilometers due north of Copenhagen. Nice. Sorab, again, I did miss your initial message. M51, still no Thor's helmet. I know, mate. I'm shocking. I'm a bad man. Got a solid 600 3-minute subs. What? On multiple nights on M51. That's ridiculous. That's such an effort, mate. Wow. Unbelievable stuff. Sounds good on what I mentioned about Bill's rig. Yeah, that could be interesting, couldn't it? For sure. Certainly, like, markedly better skies than we've got here. So it will give us a feel of what it's like, I suppose, to do the remote stuff too, which could be interesting. Brian, how's it going, Brian? I am trying to catch up much as I can. Well, no surprise here. Thanks again, Rose. Hopefully you're out imaging as well, mate, with that lovely new scope you're reviewing. That's cool stuff. Oh, cracky, I've just seen Casey there, gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, Casey. I'll properly react to that in a moment as well. We're just catching up. Just got in, was busy all night asking for the Planet Parade. That could have been cool as well, Chris. I would have loved to have taken part in like the full Planet Parade, but as it happens, like Venus is just doable right as we're heading into some sort of darkness. But I think Saturn's already too low, basically, for me. So I can't really catch the whole thing, which, I'll be honest, put me off a little bit. But yeah, Liberty Astro, I'm not into the remote thing. I just feel it's a disconnect. If anyone wires comes off, you are hashtag buggered. Yep, that's true enough, mate. It's not for everybody, that's for sure. I feel like the ultimate for me would be if I lived somewhere, nice and dark, and I could do it all from my own backyard anyway, but it does limit, in some regards, the amount of content I can create for my channel and the frequency with which I can create it as well, because I'm oftentimes just completely at the mercy of UK weather, which it's not a merciful mistress, I will say. Can't complain though this past few nights. We have had some good luck, haven't we? Waiting for the horse's head to be cut off by the neighbour's roof. Absolutely, I've felt that one before. Need to sort something else out for my 100mm scope. Nice one, Steve. We did mention that one from Milkman. Yeah, the SQA70 looks like a good scope. Thank you again, Sean. Thank you very much indeed. Brody, picking on Chuck once again about the sharp cap thing. Nina rather. Can I see links don't go on? Check your removed comments, Luke. I've had to have it basically, mate, where I've blocked links, because we've had stuff in the past where you get like porn bots effectively just trying to post stuff which is not something I can really deal with on the fly. But yeah, there you have it. Not ideal, but it's a bit of a draconian measure to block all links, I realise. But yeah, probably best off with links like that in the Discord. We are going to take a look at the Discord in a minute, by the way. Once I'm just a little bit more live and caught up. Seems to be a circle around the galaxy. There does, Gideon, yeah. That's down to, I know you're talking about this, aren't you? Just the way this Hyperstar works without flats, basically, mate. Once it takes some flats, that'll all dissipate rather nicely. It does do a good job. So not to panic there. It will all be rectified, mate, luckily. Where were we? Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on this. Does that look about right to you guys? I think it's not too bad. I can see some faint bits up here on these 2-minute subs. No real major complaints. Let's keep pushing on, try and catch up with chat. We had a few suggestions flying in. Robin works hard on Sharp Cap. He does, mate, doesn't he? He really, really does. I can't believe the price of the program, really, as well, for the pro features too. It's tremendous. Stuart Anderton says, did you see that the TubeTech 533 Mono made a deal? $999 with a wheel and 36mm filler set. That's cool. For another 2 weeks, they're pushing things hard. Yeah, that's nice. I like the 533. It's a good sensor. I'm not like hugely mad about the square format. That said, it also means that you don't really need a rotator. Do you know what I mean? You can set it to 1 degree and 0 degrees rather, and then you've got most stuff going to fit comfortably as long as your focal length is moderate enough, which is maybe an upside. for fire and forget rigs. You know, you just set them up once per season and just have at it. You can always crop after the fact, can't you, and make that for, you know, square format sensor look like a 16:9 sensor, etc. So yeah, you missed my chat again, so hello. Hello again, Sorab. Posted my image of the Leo trio from last night in Discord. We will absolutely get to that shortly, Mark. 100%. Ram seems that Leo triplet is everybody's is in everybody's trees. Yes, at least it's in mine, mate, for sure. Just finished Fiddly Nature, setting a custom landscape on Stellarium. I've yet to do that, Ruz. Yeah, yet to do that, mate. Up and running on M81, M82 again. Got your DSLR piggyback in as well, which is the first for me. That's really cool. Nice one. Any suggestions for Wi-Fi range extenders? My box is in the front bedroom and I want to extend the Wi-Fi to the garden so I can use station mode on the ASI Air. Trying to think now. You can get some TP-Link like power line adapters where, you know, you just like plug it in near your main router, connect it with a short RJ45 cable, and then plug the opposite end of the power line adapter somewhere where you want, you know, the boosted Wi-Fi. They work. At least they did work. I've tried power line adapters in the past. That does get internet where you need it, generally speaking. You can also set up, I think these days, like Wi-Fi mesh systems where they all sort of interconnect. They're typically a bit more expensive, I think, than just like a cheap power line adapter. But that'd be my shout on those, Ruz. Hopefully that could help you out a little bit, mate. Just had your C-Star S30 delivered, says Mel. Awesome. Congratulations, Mel. What a clever little beast it is. Just took 30 minutes at Orion and it came out great. Fantastic. Did you try already the like post-processing options, Mel? Where it can noise reduce and do like a stretch and a color balance and things like that? I've been really impressed with it, basically. I think you'll be happy with that. Thank you again, by the way, guys, for the suggestions. Was it Ganymede's today, my local Astro shop? What a cool name for an Astro shop. Someone got out of the door with an S50. These things sell like hotcakes. Yeah, really popular. And to me, that can only be a good thing. More eyes on the sky, you know, more people enjoying the hobby. That's what it's all about for me. Yay, Luke's back on. Thank you, Phil. Shooting M106 and friends, good stuff. Alas, your stars are horrible despite good guiding. That's rough. Stars were great yesterday, bad today. Flexure or collimation, only groping in the dark will tell. Good luck with the groping, Phil, is all I can say about that one, mate. Let's just... Yeah, we're nearly caught up, I think, are we? Or are we not? Yeah, we're nearly caught up. We're pushing on. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. And then it's time for a look at the Discord. Yeah. Black Eye Galaxy. That's one I definitely want to hit this year, Ram. Once again, thank you again for the suggestions. Darker target. Probably too challenging right now for what we're trying to hope for from this stream, Caleb. But yes, eventually I'd like to try some more difficult stuff, perhaps, especially with the Hyperstar rig. You know what I mean? Amsterdam's quite far off, that's fair. Maybe M108 with the Owl. Yes, that is that's a lovely pair of targets, you know what I mean? The Owl and the, what the bloody hell is it called now? Is it Owl and Surfboard or something like that? Those two galaxies, the Galaxy and the Planetary Nebula, next to one another. Chuck is in the house. He is indeed. Sombrero in a later stream, 100%. The rate you were going, that will be 60 streams from now. I'm sure the streams will slow down, Gideon, to be honest, once the weather goes back to normal. But yeah, like I said, just make it most of it while we can. It's always nice to catch up with you guys. Looks like we've had a little bit of a chat crash. Fantastic. You've got to love it. So I'll just close that and we'll use this chat instead. I think I'm going to have to switch back to Chrome at this rate. It's such a nightmare. Thank you again, by the way, Casey, for the gifted memberships. That's incredibly kind of you. Welcome aboard, all the new members. Let's try to finish this push. We're really getting on with it now. Where were we? Black and white, loving it. Yeah, why not, Jamie? Let's have a little bit of a go. I'll kick off the live stack on that while we go check the Discord, and then we can jump back in on it. You know what I mean? Croc's Eye, yes, I do want to do that at some point, Locaton, 100%. Whale Galaxy, love that suggestion. The whale and the crowbar, they're right next to one another, aren't they? Beautiful stuff. For anyone new here, link to Discord server. Thank you, Stan. Yeah, that's right up top right there. If you want to join in on the Discord, it's growing really fast, nice and active right now, and we are going to take a look at it very shortly. Use an ultimate power box if you want to switch things on and off remotely. Really good suggestion, Phil. Yes, that would probably be a must, actually, after what we've just experienced there. You know, when you're physically needing to bloody remove stuff. Maybe you could do something similar, I don't know, in like Device Manager, if you disable it first and then go through the driver update. I don't know. Probably wouldn't work though, would it? Good to see you all back again, says Tom. Good to see you again, Tom. Thank you for joining in. An observatory atop Ben Nevis, that's something for you. Yes, that'll be all right, won't it, mate? Been out since 5:30, says Rose. Wow, you've been on it early then, buddy. Waiting for it to actually get dark and then just go. Yeah, Chuck just saying there, astrophotography, I remember your channel. Yeah, Rose is uploading again, by the way, guys. Astrophotography. I wasn't getting notifications either, rather sadly. But now, hopefully this should be working again shortly. Oh, excuse me. Minotaur. Hello all. Watching while lubing and tuning. Where's this going? My EQ mount. That's fair enough. Getting ready for warmer weather. Hey mate. How's it going, Simon? Nice to see you, buddy. Just had your first visual session. Well, that's an occasion. That's awesome, mate. Did you enjoy yourself? I hope you did. There's something about visual that I really do enjoy, to be honest. Yeah, it's good, even from a light polluted location. Didn't get anything about your channel either. Weird. It's just proper ripping as one is YouTube at minute. Yeah, thank you again, Casey. Really, really appreciate the support, mate. I do. I'm coming across so tired. Sombrero is beautiful. It is, and I definitely want to hit that this year. It's on the list very much. Maybe I need a whiteboard or something. We can put it up here and we can just pencil down these targets, and then got something to reference for the next streams. You know what I mean? Like a physical reminder. Nice. A suggestion there from Nick to help out Ruz. That's good to see. I want to make everyone's name green. That's fair enough. Blimey. No, I really appreciate all the support you've been giving. All of you guys. It's been unbelievable. We do have a lot of greens in chat, don't we? How many people do we have watching tonight? 102 viewers so far. Crikey. Doing really, really well. Well, we are going to pop over and have a look at the Discord. I think now we're caught up enough. Do you know what I mean? So I'll just move this just off the screen. Oh, Luke, why do you do this to yourself? I'll just move it to one side so it's on my third monitor so I can keep an eye on things while we're taking a look at the Discord page. So, boom, Discord. Here we have it, Luke Matico's Astro channel. Let's, oh, blimey. Back on screen. Chris, thank you so much for that, mate. Anybody know what's the best piece of equipment to use? A camera and a visual eyepiece at the same time. Flip mirror, or is there something better? Good question, Chris. I think it's got to be a flip mirror, probably, mate. That would be my thing. I will say you can get, excuse me, parafocalizing rings. If you're going to use like an eyepiece where you drop it in and you lock it down with eyepiece locks. Well, you can get parafocalizing rings for most camera bodies too. So you can just swap one in, one out, and be literally parafocal between the two if you take time to set those rings. So that could also be a little bit of an option if you're thinking of switching between like visual planetary and then making a planetary capture. But yeah, That's one thing you could check out. Thank you again, Chris, by the way. Very, very, very kind of you. Hey, I'm on YouTube. You are indeed, mate. Hi, YouTube. Yes, so let's take a little bit of a look around the Discord. We have a lot of pages currently. The mods are on the ball, do you know what I mean? If you want new pages setting up and there's, you know, enough shout for them, then just let the guys know. General channel is probably fine, and can hopefully help us out and get things set up for you if you think anything is missing currently from the Discord. We've ended up with a bunch of people joining so far. I think we're over 200 members at this point, maybe more, I don't know. We have a little self-promo channel for people if you want to talk about your Astro bin, your blogs, etc., like we've seen on here. You can share your YouTube channels, all that kind of thing. That's pretty damn neat. We have a data sharing channel as well, which I would say, you know, heed the warning. It's never completely safe to be sharing and downloading files online, but you know, do your due diligence. Just be careful out there. Try to you know, try to be wise and be cautious. Usually stuff I host all the time just on Google Drive because it scans on upload, it scans for you on download as well, for most file sizes. I think it stops doing that about 500 megabytes or 1 gigabyte, I can't remember. But anyway, if you do have data you wish to share and it's nice and clean, you can do so here, and people enjoy that. And for those of you interested, there is the Rosette and Cone Nebula data that we've been capturing through the last few streams. So that's absolutely tremendous. Target suggestions, we have this, and we will hopefully be utilizing this as well shortly, where we can have community-led input, and we can decide on what targets we want to shoot and things like that. I think the live chats and polls within this is probably the best way to do it. You know, if we want to choose targets for an EAA session, absolutely. But if we're trying to arrange something like a big, you know, like maybe a community target where we're going to try and combine some data from a few different rigs or something like that, that would probably be the place to do it. So maybe look out there for any future requests that at least I might have. Oh yeah. Ooh. Can't stop yawning, guys. Ever so sorry. Lots of equipment channels talking about stuff, you know what I mean? If you've got anything in particular for a particular brand, dive into one of those. Software channels, of course, as well. There are voice chats. I don't think I've seen anybody in those just yet. But also, importantly, we have a gallery. How about that? Where people can share their gear. You can see people have been using this already. There's a lot of stuff I've actually not caught up with yet, so all this is new. When you do jump on Discord, for you, if you're unfamiliar, you know, like let's say I finish looking at this tonight, then the new stuff to me will appear below a red line, and you can always get caught up and see what people have been doing. Pete, we love it, by the way. Yeah, so you can react as well. Let people know what you thought of stuff. Love it. That's what is that? Is that an S50 inside the? I thought you had a C-star sat inside the sling. No, neat setup though, mate. Like it. So you know you can get involved that way. Why not a heart? Actually, go for it. Pete's rigs, monster scope. Love it. I like these red accents as well. By the way, that's really quite nifty. Look at this binoscope setup. Jeez, side by sides. Very, 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 very neat. Wow. Pete, you're far neater than I am, good sir. I will say that. Absolutely love it. Fantastic stuff. Tarun with his gear there. That's really cool to see. Hopefully you don't mind me showing you on here. I'm assuming not, given that you've posted it publicly. Love the sticker job, by the way. That's my favorite scope that you've got right there. That's really cool. So we can, you know, we can do this together. We can work through and take a good look at stuff and have some fun. There's a lot of community interaction. I will keep blasting through this. It looks like you're using an Altair Pro Hypercam there. Nice bit of kit, mate. Lovely stuff. Hopefully you guys don't mind a bit of live reacting. Why not? Look at this. Northern Lights. Blimey. Northern Lights were blocking the target, says Merrick. What a nice problem to have, eh? Bloody hellfire. Brody's rigs. So Brody's one of the main moderators, one of the people who actually set this thing up for me. So thank you, by the way, again to Brody. Nice little setup going on right there. Edge HD 8, I'm assuming, Brody. Looking at the size of the DSLR against the size of the mirror cell. Really like the Edge scopes. Nothing really negative to say about them. Only thing I'm not sure about the edges is the the reducers, I think. Let's just catch up with chat just for a moment, see where you guys it's only early, quit that yawning. This is how it is, man. Luca Matico Bat, yeah, like the big amateur telescope from Astro Biscuits Discord. He's got a fantastic Discord as well, by the way, guys. I'm sure most of you already know about that, but yeah, we're not looking to like compete, as we talked about last night. Nothing like that. It's just nice to have his own community in our own community space where people can share stuff in here. Do you know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool. Voice chats, now you can have us on the stream as well. It's potential. Yeah, you could actually get someone in if they wanted to talk about something in particular on the stream. I've done that before. Is that a shower cap or something around the back? For those of you who don't know, like a Skywatcher Newtonian like this, they can leak quite a bit of light up through the bottom of the mirror cell. So you'll typically see people doing stuff like this, or making foam inserts, blanking plates, even trying to tape over it, stuff like that. I've put hats over, but it does the job. It blocks stray light from entering the back of the mirror cell. So that is the reason for it. It's not just got out of the shower. Look at this. Wow, 2 sea stars in equatorial mode is that. Covered in frost, no less, as well. Blimey. What a location as well, I have to say. It looks like you're really high, wherever you are there. Yamhadar. Wow. You gotta love that. Gotta love that. Are you finding equatorial mode to be good? I always thought the acronym meant big ass telescope. Maybe it does, mate. You know what I mean? Maybe it does. Chuck, family portrait from 5 years ago. Mate, I remember watching your early videos, especially when you used to have your gear out like this, and I seem to remember you did a video where you talked us through all the gear, you know what I mean, and the decisions behind it. I really liked it. Yeah, really liked it. Chuck's been a hell of a long time creator and massive inspiration for millions of people, I would say, at this point, me among them. Duma, look at that. What an interesting telescope you've got there, mate. How about that? That's yeah, you've got to love that. That's incredible stuff. If you don't mind letting us know a little bit more about that, that'd be really interesting to hear. Alex E's rig, is that one of the Ioptrons? Neat mount, neat scope. Very, very nice little setup. Love to see it. David with a, is this a Saxon? I've seen those before. Yeah, Saxon Newtonian on a, what looks like a EQ6, I think. David, I know you're probably not watching, but yeah, we love it. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Gotta watch the last episode of Dragon Ball Daima. Casey, you didn't tell me you're into Dragon Ball. Come on, man. I absolutely love Dragon Ball Z. That's awesome. I've not tried Daima. Yeah, any more Dragon Ball fans? It's a long shot, but once we've had a little bit of a catch up on gear, crikey, it seems like quite a few people have been popping some gear in there. Is that one of the SQA rigs? Ooh, yes. Yes. Always some love for the SQAs. It's really nice that people are sharing their rigs. It is. It's absolutely fantastic to see them. Excellent stuff. I'd probably best catch up on the rest of these after the fact. It looks like people are even sharing videos too. How cool is that? But blimey, yeah, I will have to fire through and send off some hearts and stuff on the rest of these. Look at that rig. That's just disgustingly neat. Whose rig is this? Pete. Of course. That's another shot of the side-by-side thing, isn't it? Blimey, Pete. That's a thing of beauty, mate. That's just pleasing to look at, you know what I mean? Oh, fantastic. I will go through and check these out properly later on as well. Scope with lady for scale. That's fantastic. That is either a small human or a very, very large scope, or maybe a bit of both. But yeah, thank you for sharing. That's brilliant. Kira, neat rig. I have to say, I like that little pier extension as well to stop collisions. I keep saying I'm gonna stop bouncing through these. Toriyama's last story before he passed. Everything is canon now, including Super Saiyan 4. Brilliant. Holy shit. Yeah, I need to check that out for sure. I cut my teeth growing up on Dragon Ball Z. I know we're going off on a bit of a random tangent here, but yeah, I've enjoyed it into adulthood. You know what I mean? The stories are fantastic. The hold up over time. Good stuff. Wow. Yeah, I really want to check these out properly, carefully later on and go through those, but we were just still talking about the Discord a little bit and making a catch-up, so you can see, or you might. How's it going, Joachim? Good to see you. Yes, we've got a massively active, at this point in time, Discord. Now, some of the Astro pictures that people have been sharing have been fantastic. There is non-Astro stuff as well, if you want to share what's going on. Otherwise, you can see I've been trying to post some bits and bats on there too. But the Astro images... Whoosh, look at this. Really nice way to share your images. Currently we're limited to 10 meg uploads, so you can't be uploading something that's like a half petabyte file or something like that. For max quality, it's got to be, you know, compressed. You know what I mean? Let's just call a spade a spade. It's got to be compressed a little bit. But blimey, you know, the quality of some of the work that people have been putting in on here is just absolutely... Oh, this is Pete's. Look at the state of this thing. Boogerman Nebula. Jeepers creepers. The processing on that is tremendous. Data provided by Chuck as well. So is that from Chuck's RASA rig? I imagine it's square format, isn't it? So I know that Chuck likes to use his RASA 8 and a 533 a heck of a lot. I can see why. Crikey. Quality is unbelievable, isn't it? Yes, Starfront got you. Solo leveling, catch that one. Mate, we need to talk anime. This is clearly a thing now, Casey. Yeah, I'm down for having a look at all sorts of stuff. Do you know what I mean? I used to watch quite a lot of anime. Miss it a lot. Whoops, what was that? Gideon just saying, I must commend you and those who helped set up this Discord. The Discord, from what I can see so far, is one of the best groups I'm a member of. Awesome. Really kind of you to say that, Gideon. And yes, huge thanks to Stan and why's my brain stopped? Brody, setting up this Discord. I'm getting myself a little bit mixed up, clearly. But yeah, Stan and Brody, they did all the hard work. I can't take credit for any of it at all. It's all down to those guys, and they did a bloody tremendous job. Thank you very much indeed, guys. All thanks goes to you. I saw this yesterday, by the way, and really liked it. This is from Had Astro. TS65 quad, HEM15, Stellarmate Pro. So someone using, like, is that another indie-based system, I think? A bit like Astro Station. 90 10-minute subs with an NBZ filter. Love it. That is an interesting target, you know what I mean? That is a nice target. But yeah, it's active, guys. There's a lot going on here. You can see I've got some catching up to do. Leo Triplet we were talking about as well. Another one from Pete, as it happens. Bloody beautiful. But if you want to get your images, you know, posted on here, please do so. We will have a good look. Where's our payment? Yes, mate, you do deserve bloody payment. You've done such a good job. Johan Bosch as well, saying another +1 for solo leveling. I'll have to check it out. I've got an active Crunchyroll subscription. Is it on there? Solo leveling's awesome, though the manhwa. Just a few more details that make it a smidge better. Huh. Your thoughts on the WD-20 mount, not the WD-40 liquid? As long as it don't take much WD-40 to make the WD-20 work properly, then probably a good thing. But no, all jokes aside, Gideon, can't really have an opinion on it, mate, as I've not tried it. So my word's worth nothing on that, to be honest. It'd just be straight up guessing. just saw Casey mentioned it is on Crunchyroll. That's good to know. Pleased about that. But bloody hell, look at these images people have been posting. I like this rendition of the seagull. Some greens coming through and stuff. That's really interesting. I like that. Nicely controlled stars as well. From JMB. Had a few clear nights. About 4 hours on the seagull with an Astrotech 115 ED triplet and a 585 MC UV-IR filter. UV-IR. You've caught that much nebula. That's tremendous, mate. Well done. Let's try to jump through. There's so many good images. How could you possibly pick? You know what I mean? Another one Pete's put in actually during the live stream. Look at this dark shark. Chuck's data, once again, look at the quality of the processing on this. I have to say, Pete, I need some tips, mate. You're doing a fantastic job. These are beautiful. Really, really, really tremendous work. Nav here. Crikey, look at this. ASCAR 102. TubeTech 571 started my journey with a non-modded Sony and a defunct AVX as Nav. Never happy with my results. This was my first go, 1 hour, with the new setup, and also the first picture I'm quite happy with. Rig is posted in the gear channel. I will check that out as well, the NAF as well, for sure. But yeah, love it, mate. Orion, it's one of those targets, isn't it, that pretty much brings us all together. Be you Northern Hemisphere or Southern Hemisphere, you can get on Orion. And I would imagine, you know, with strong likelihood, it's been one of the first targets most of us have shot. So I think we can all go back to that sort of period in our own astro journeys. Lovely shot of Jupiter there, got to say. Nice, very nice details. Sharp cap planetary stacking as well. Yeah, you love to see it. I love that thing. Let's check in a little bit on the live stack, see how that's going. Hello from China, by the way, Lubo. Thank you for joining in. I also love that solo leveling is actually Korean instead of Japanese. We need to turn this into a anime stream, I guess. It seems like we've got a lot of a lot of support in it for that. Getting a lot of promotion from people processing my data. That's awesome to hear, Chuck. This, you know, you're making incredible data, mate, I have to say. So it's wonderful when people push it to the limit as well, like Pete's doing here. He's posted a lot of great examples. I am going to have to properly sift through these things later and have a good look, because blimey, it looks like you, Pete, just incredible with this processing. And Chuck, these captures are top notch, mate. So you've got that RASA really, really singing. You do, mate. 100%. Love this M63. Well, this M63 with the RASA as well. They were provided by Chuck's Astrophotography. Wow, look at the amount of detail. From 400mm focal length. All these tiny background galaxies. Love the colours. I promise this isn't just the Pete's Astrophotography review channel, by the way, as well. It's just there's a lot of beautiful images on here from people. Rockaruda. This is nice. Look at the colours on this jellyfish. Blimey. I like that, mate. Yeah, I like that. You've gone for like a non-typical palette there, and I think it's top. Yeah, Stan's saying same thing. Love the colour. Gotta say, I like it when people go slightly outside of the box sometimes as well. Definitely. But yeah, there's an absolute ton of stuff. I do want to show you one more thing, by the way, as well. Smart telescopes. Where is it? Someone posted some images that they'd taken with the Sea Star that were just knocked my socks off. I want to shine a little spotlight on those just a moment. If I could find the smart telescope thing. I'm lost in my own Discord. How does that work? Help. There we go. Smart telescopes. We found it. But yeah, look at this. This is an S50. Yamhada. Bloody hellfire. Need I say more? See Star S50, man. Making captures like that. Ridiculous. So impressive, I thought. So yeah, I just wanted to point those out to you as well. You can see I've already noticed those ones. Just unbelievable. He also very kindly offered that data if you want to do some C-Star centric processing tutorials as well. Blimey. Yeah, incredible stuff. We've got some hyper talented folks on here as well, and that's always a good thing, you know what I mean? A strong knowledge pool means you you know, there's a lot of minds that can be applied to problems that people come here with as well. So yeah, lovely stuff. Let's have a little bit of a look at the live stack. So we're looking at 53 minutes. That's smoothing out nicely. Pity about the halo thing. Is what it is. I'm not going to shed any tears about that. We could also take a look, if you want. I'll just cancel this live stack. Let's take a look at this mono data as it's coming in, because I think that was showing a little bit of promise, should I say. Evening, Luke. Evening, all. Do control. How's it going there, mate? Nice to see you. Another +1 for anime. Yes! My people, you are here. Brilliant. Let's just get this caught up. Come on, Lukey Pukey. What's going on? There we go. Astro, Mini, Luke Matigo, Documents, Nina. Tonight's data. Have at it, good sir. Let's see how this looks. So we're going to go for a bit of a black and white live stack on this. It should smash through this really, really quickly, because you know, the files aren't big from these rigs, are they? So reset. I'll reset the stack too. Hit play, and hopefully the settings will be good enough. Okay. Wow, look at that. All that structure coming out. Blimey. And this background galaxy, this is just 24 minutes we're looking at. God almighty. That, I don't know why, but that's just put me in my happy place, that thing. 20 odd minutes. With the tiny little scope like the SQA as well. Absolutely ridiculous. With some processing, you know, this is going to look... It's going to look pretty damn good, I would say, regardless of what scope it's been taken with, you know what I mean? Even if it is just a small, short focal length thing. What a pairing that is. That 585 with the SQA. Chef's kiss. Absolutely love it. Right, so yes, we have a Discord. It's banging. It's completely popping off. You can see there's a bunch of different stuff on here. People posting what's what they've been up to. I have the QHYQ focus, by the way. High precision. It was Luke's review and answer to my question. Oh, damn, nice. Gave him confidence enough to try it. Works very well in 5-volt connection. I'm not using it on the model with filter wheels, etc. Still allows me to focus manually. That was such a nice feature of it, innit, mate? It really, really bloody is. Which is the main reason why I got it. Brother, man, that's awesome. Thank you for letting me know that the review helped you, by the way, on that one. I really like the Q Focuser. I need to get it hooked up on something ASAP, because it is a good bit of kit. But yeah, blimey, we've got all sorts going on, by the way, guys. That's the thing. It looks like probably gonna have a few more members after this stream as well. Looks like that's gone quite well. Now I do have to go, unfortunately. We're on 10:30 now, so I will wrap this one up and just say, as always, thank you very much indeed for coming and spending time, guys. It is a pleasure. I do love spending time with you all, and you know, hopefully you enjoy these streams too. Yeah, looking forward to more in the future when we next get us, you know, section of clear skies. SQA mentioned. Yes. That's the one. If you go on, you can drop everyone off at Dan's live stream at 1 AM. How do I do a raid on YouTube? Is that a thing? I know it's a thing on Twitch, but I don't know how to do it on YouTube. I haven't used Discord in years. Got to remember all the functions again. Stop making me learn new things, man. So sorry, mate. Oh dear. But yeah, time to admit defeat. Clouds are killing me. Wife pointed out there's an anime for us to on Netflix about medieval astronomy. What? That sounds so up my street. I love medieval stuff. Crikey, I do. Catch you later. Hey, thank you, Simon. Thank you, everybody who's popped in. You know what I mean? I wish I could stay longer, guys, but you know, I want to see my son and Chloe. I've been away a lot this week, you know what I mean, doing live streams and various other setting up and stuff. And even though Chloe's completely cool about the whole thing. I want to make the most while he's as young as he is. You know what I mean? Because he's growing up so fast. But yeah, extremely good stuff. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you very much indeed for the support, for your time. Thanks again, Brody and Stan, for setting up the Discord. Once again, click the link if you want to get in. Make the most of it. You know what I mean? Share what you've been up to. I'm going to certainly have a good look through that later on tonight once I've sat down in front of the TV for a bit. And yeah, indeed, they're only young ones. Yeah, that's my thoughts, Pete. Absolutely. It'll be gone before I know it, just like everything else in my life. Do you know what I mean? It seems like time's just speeding up the older I get. So, yeah, that's the way of things, isn't it? I'm going to go watch some anime with the famine. Right, terrible jokes aside, let's wrap things up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you when I see you, hopefully sooner rather than later. Look after yourselves. It's a pleasure, as always. Good night. And yeah, cheers. Clear skies.